Welcome to AllGen's Money Minute. So a question that's coming up these days is, what should I do with my coronavirus stimulus check? So as we record this video, we're experiencing the coronavirus pandemic. So this is very specific to a situation that's happening now that you may have or may be receiving, if you qualify, a stimulus check from the government during this coronavirus pandemic. So what should you do with that? And the answer, it depends where you're on your path to financial freedom. So first and foremost, if you know about these money minutes, I'm usually doing with Jason. He's normally standing right here, okay? But because during this pandemic we're doing social distancing, he's being distant somewhere. Now, back to the question. So the reality is you may need this money to live today. Why? You may have been downsized, your income may have gone down, and we understand if, oh my goodness, I don't have enough to pay my rent. Okay, so if that's the case, obviously, Godspeed, go ahead and use the money for that. Okay, but let's say that's not the case. You still have the income coming in to pay your monthly expenses, but perhaps you haven't established an emergency reserve fund. Well, this is a great time to start saving and funding an emergency fund. And I'm going to refer you to our path to financial freedom, because an emergency fund should be 3 to 6 months of living expenses, okay, unless you have consumer debt, okay? But either way, this might be a great way to kickstart an emergency fund if you haven't done so. Now, let's say you have an emergency fund as well. Well, the next step would be to see if you have any debt, any consumer debt. If you have debt, this is a great way to start getting rid of all the bad money. Anything that's charging interest against you is not healthy in your financial portfolio. So maybe you can either eliminate some cards or put a dent in it so that you can start freeing up some cash flow. Because remember, once you get rid of the debt, I don't have that monthly payment anymore. Now that's freed up cash, and that's a healthy situation. Let's say for some reason you're in a better position in all of this. Your monthly expenses are covered, you have a fully funded emergency fund, and you don't have any consumer debt. Wow, you can now start doing what's called the formation stage at AllGen, which is start investing in growing your net worth and your wealth in general. If you have started investing, this is a great way to put some money towards your investments and get an immediate ROI. If you haven't started, what a way to jumpstart your investments portfolio and growing your wealth. So again, the answer to what should I do with my stimulus check depends on where you're at to your journey to financial freedom. Now, that being said, we're never going to argue with the benevolent side of humanity. I had a conversation with a client who said, I took my stimulus check, I took half of it and saved it. The other half I gave it to a family that needed groceries. Hey, God bless her. That's amazing. Never going to argue with helping your fellow man or woman. But otherwise, hopefully this helps you determine how to be prudent with the money. A lot of people might say, oh my goodness, I've been strapped in my house for weeks. This is a way to go crazy with it. Hopefully be prudent and really catapult you to the next step on your journey to financial freedom. We hope this helps, and we hope to see you soon. If you haven't done so already, please click here to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll be bringing you updates via our money minutes and our market updates, especially specific and relevant to everything that's going on with the coronavirus pandemic and how these could affect you during this time.